Hello everyone and welcome to another session of In the Garden with Mr. Elrod. So I was going to wait and do this, but Hamilton was really excited about it, so we'll go ahead and get this done. So today I went out and bought some dirt, some compost, and some, I guess it's soil and soil additives, whatever, just to help to recondition the soil in the raised beds. Obviously something you want to do because it's not in the ground and it's not able to do that naturally and it's on its own, which is why we add the compost and we add these other we add this dirt in it every year just to help rejuvenate those nutrients. That's what we're gonna do today. Also bought some seeds, but we're not gonna do that right now. We'll do that in a little bit. So we'll take a look at this. So you see what we have here is just some garden soil with Miracle-Gro, and then we've got some compost. You can see that we might not necessarily have enough, but if we need more, we can always go get more. I guess what I've decided is in the middle bed with the cucumbers, we won't add anything there. We'll just worry about the big beds. Obviously, the old plastic pool is the one that needs the most, so we'll probably focus on that, and then whatever's left over will go in these other beds here. Alright, so probably the easiest way to go about doing this is go ahead and put your compost or your soil or whatever, go ahead and put it in the place where you're going to dump it. Go ahead and have it there. Take your trowel, other hand. I just leave these outside along with the raised beds. They stay outside all the time. You can see they're pretty worn and weathered. And we just take our trowel and we stab. Okay, get a nice line there. Strip the bag open. And then we can dump. Lift, which is much harder to do with one hand, you might suppose. Lift and dump. There you go. So that's what we're going to do with all these bags. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our gardening cloth and we will mix all this together. So all the compost and all the soil is nice and mixed. Hamilton's already gotten to work, doing a great job, Hamilton. We'll go ahead and mix all that together so it's nice and, I guess, mixed up so that we don't have layers, and that hopefully it does what we need it to do. You do a great job too, Madison. Great work. So we got all of our soil put out in the raised beds and all of our seeds came in. So today we're going to be planting. We'll be working in the area where the artichokes are going to go, as well as the sunflower, so we'll take you on through that. The first thing that we're going to do though is we're going to look at the different seeds we got, talk about planting those so you guys can see what we should be anticipating later this spring. Alright, so we're just going to go down the line here. The first thing that you see there, those are the Jerusalem artichokes. I've never dealt with those before, but you can see they're tubers. Apparently they're supposed to be kind of used as a starch, kind of replace potatoes with them. And then you'll see beside that the sunflowers are called skyscrapers. Supposed to be really tall, so I'm interested in how those will turn out. That'll go over there next to the strawberries. You can see where that lumber's at. My goal is that whole space over there I'm going to cover in mulch, wood chip mulch, to act as a barrier for weeds, but also just to cover the space, make it look a little bit tighter. If we have a little bit of wood chips left over, I'm going to come back, I'm going to cover up the raised beds as well. There's a method called no-dig gardening. And obviously it doesn't necessarily apply to raised beds, but the idea is you use the wood chips for cover for weeds, but also it's supposed to help with fertilization of the soil as the wood chips break down. Helps to create a nice compost for the soil. So we've got the artichokes. In the middle there are cucumbers, and I'm not particularly picky about the different types of when I say varieties. I don't really pay attention to the different varieties. I don't really pay attention to the brand. Just pick them up from the shelf. So we got the tomatoes, jalapenos. In the little pool, we're gonna put the lettuce. So you can see that there. It's a garden mix, or it's a mixture of lettuces, and so I'm gonna talk about the technique that I'm gonna have for sowing those into the ground. Got the cherry tomatoes, spinach, and then some bell peppers as well. The spinach I'm gonna try and put in that third raised bed over there where the beans were at. last year to separate those away from the leafy green. So there we have it. There's our proposed garden for the year. Hopefully everything will turn out well. We're gonna go over there to where we're gonna put the artichokes and the sunflowers in just a minute. Talk about how we're going to prepare that particular space. All right, so you can see this space that the kids have been in. Got a lot of just kind of junk back there. We're obviously gonna have to clean that up. What you see there is a hand tiller. So what I'm going to be doing is that space right next to the strawberries. I'm going to till that up with the hand tiller, mix it up real good, and then we're going to plant our sunflowers and our artichokes. So first thing we'll do is we'll get started cleaning all the stuff up out of here so we can hand till that and then plant and then lay down our mulch. All right, so took the hand tiller and tilled up this section here. Oh, I don't know, maybe about 4 foot by 8 or 9 foot, maybe 10 foot, something like that. So it's hard to tell because you got a lot. Last year, I think it was last year or the year before, I put hay down and I put pine straw down, so it's got a pretty thick covering of that. But you can see here where I went ahead and dug some trenches and put the Jerusalem artichokes down in there. So I'll be planning to go all the way back and then just kind of intersperse some sunflower seeds throughout there. My hope is that, I mean, these should be nice tall flowers, look really nice, really pretty, and kind of give just kind of an added a little bit of color and texture to this space back here. So that's what I'm hoping for. All right, so yesterday we left off. You can see that we started spreading our mulch. Okay, we're not quite done, maybe about halfway there with spreading the mulch. So today we're going to go ahead and finish that up. Then once we're done with that, our plan is to go to our raised beds and then plant all the seeds that we have for the year. And so that's where we're at today. And so we'll kind of keep you updated as we go. All right, everyone. So you might be able to hear a little bit of work that's going on behind me. Folks that just moved in to the property behind us are removing some trees. But either way, you see we've prepped the tomato bed here. So on the far right hand, on the right hand side of the bed, I'm going to plant the beefsteak tomatoes. On the left hand side of the bed, I'm going to do the cherry tomatoes. One of the things I've found over the years is that plants in these beds tend to get rather large, and so I'm only doing 2 rows just to make sure we have plenty of room. But either way, it'll probably give us plenty of tomatoes for the year. All right, so as you can see, we've already we've gone ahead and planted in this bed some spinach and some peppers, jalapenos and bell peppers. Over here, we went ahead and mulched and planted the cucumbers and the tomatoes. Mulch for retaining moisture, a barrier against weeds, and then also to provide compost for future years. That's supposed to look like that. Over here, one of the things that we're going to do differently is, so in this tub we're going to plant the lettuce, and one of the things that I've seen is that you can, instead of poking a hole and digging, or poking a hole and planting the seeds, you can actually just dig a trench, and then in that trench you can just lay out the seeds in a line, and the lettuce can grow pretty close together, so that way you're not using up as much space. So we're going to give that a shot this year, and then we'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so here's what we have for the lettuce. So I went ahead and dug the trenches, and then we took the packet seeds and just kind of sprinkled them in there in a line. Just kind of all mixed into a salad variety, so it's got a bunch of different types of lettuce seeds in there. And so all we'll do is we'll cover that back up. One of the things I am concerned about is this the plastic conducting too much heat and then making the soil too warm for the lettuce. But, you know, we'll give it a shot and see what happens, and then we'll know better for next time. Alright, everybody, so you see our finished product that we got here. I went ahead and planted and mulched 2 beds. We ran out of mulch, so we'll have to get some more. We got everything taken care of over there. We got the back area over here mulched. You see our strawberries coming up and coming back. We got blackberries being rejuvenated. I feel like I need a bigger bucket for that, but it's just the way it is. So anyway, I know it took us a couple days, and we still need a cover for the sandbox. So anyway, we got things started. Obviously, we'll have to keep up with things. I'll keep you guys posted on how things are growing. We had some help this year. Wave Hamilton had some help this year getting things started, so I was able to, I guess, maybe take care of it a little bit quicker. Sometimes with kids, you take a little bit longer. So there's our start to the garden this year.
appreciate everybody following along with us. And of course, we'll keep you updated as the year progresses. So thank you for watching. And as always, I hope to see you next time.